Thank you for watching our Meet the Candidates video series. I'm the president of the Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce, Shannon Vieira, and we are partnering with the Iredell Free News. And today we are interviewing write-in candidate for School Board District 1, Mr. Max James. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, born and raised here in Iredell County. Was a product of the school system here, and I worked for the North Carolina Department of Agriculture. I've been there 29 years, and I worked with a lot of the FFAs in all the schools prior to me being on the school board before, and so I worked with them a lot, and a lot of science teachers and those things because of my career, and so I thought it might be an opportunity to look at going back and trying to get back on the board again.
The COVID-19 pandemic presented unprecedented challenges for our school district. In what areas did the school district excel, and what could they have done better?
Well, I think with the professionals that we have in the buildings and the things that were there, they did the best with what we could do. I don't know that there is a true answer, because I think we thought prior to COVID that the virtual was going to be the wave of the future, and these kids were not going to be even going to school. They were going to learn everything on this and be like the Jetsons, and everything that. I think we found out though in the course of that time that the kids, they needed that one-on-one learning. They needed that contact, and you can't replace that teacher with just the information on a computer. And so with that being done, I think the system did a great job of trying to make that work and trying to keep that consistency there. I know it was extremely tough on those teachers. It was extremely tough on the administrators and especially the board members trying to make the right call that was there, because they have different standards that come from the federal and the state and others that we have to adhere to. And I know it was really tough for them, but I thought they did a good job. And I think we could tweak it to make it better in the future. I think that was the first run, and I think we'll always, now that we have some precedent set, we will be ready for the next one.
What role does the school board play in our local education?
I think they're a liaison between the administrators, the teachers, all of the parents, everybody that has feedback into the system, along with looking at what legislature and others pass for them to have to operate under. They only have one employee, which is their superintendent, and Dr. James is doing a great job, and so did Brady Johnson prior, as far as the vision of what I think the Iredell Statesville school systems has been the last 25, 30 years or greater. But I think what's going to happen is the role of the school board is going to need to work with legislators to make sure that we keep local control, that we understand what we're doing here. Because I don't mean to sound bad, but I don't care what's going on in California. I don't really care what's going on in New York. I care what's going on in Iredell County. And our parents and our businesses here, I want to make sure we're meeting the needs of those students, so we're putting the best student out there.
What is the most pressing issue school board members will have to address in the next 2 years, and what solutions should school board members explore?
Well, it's kind of like juggling 3 or 4 different balls. There's a lot of things that are always there. Money's always an issue with tax dollars, because we want to be responsible with what we spend there. The teacher shortage is going to be an extreme thing to do there. I hope the legislature will put back in like the teaching fellows and some of the other programs to start mentoring some young students back into the teaching field that's there. I think the change in the system, the model that we operate under is 175 years old. So it's one of those things that we were trying to produce 80% workers and 20% thinkers. And today we really need 80% thinkers. And so the critical thinking issue of students and things that are there, we need to close that gap between the businesses here and what they need. And so we need to teach to what we need. And so if the businesses here need this skill set in a student and a worker, then we need to do that. That's where our CATS, our wonderful career center down there, can look at these additional fields of career that they could go into that meet the needs of our businesses here. I don't want a kid to get educated and have to go to Atlanta to work, or go to Charlotte or even Raleigh and that kind of thing. I want them to work in Iredell County. I want them to come back here and be good citizens here, because that's what we want through our system. So I think that's the key to it.
And our final question is, out of all the school board candidates that are on the November 8th ballot, what differentiates you from the other candidates?
Well, I think one is the other 3 are female, so that's a definitely differentiation right off the bat. I think they pick up on that I'm a male. I've been on there before, and I am a person from the area that I'm trying to represent. I feel like I've got a lot of friends and a lot of people up there that I can use as soundboards of what we need to do and how we need to do things in North Iredell. One of the things that you find out when you go on the board is you may get elected for that region, but you make decisions for the whole county. And so we need to look at the whole county as far as the needs and what's there, and try to match our systems for that. And I think there's good opportunities for that. For if I go in there, I have been in the past and seen a lot of those things. The other candidates that are running are fine candidates, and I applaud them for making a move to public service to help. And I think they'll be very good candidates too. Definitely Sarah and Billy, and I think are going to be an asset to the school board. And I hope I get an opportunity. As a write-in candidate, it's a little tougher. Y'all have to write in and bubble me in, but good luck. I hope you choose me as your candidate. Thank you.